Welcome to the GRE Ask the Professor series by Turbo Test. I am Konstantine Onapolous and I will be your instructor. Let's get right into the first question. The first question from the GRE is, what is the value of x in the figure above? And so we're given a triangle on a straight line. We have, of course, two sides that are the same, 3. We have an angle at y. We have an angle at 3x, and we have an angle at 5y. So let's look how to solve this. All right, the first thing we want to do is ascertain the data. Like I said, we have 3x on the bottom plus the 3y would equal 180 degrees. Of course, we don't know what the actual degrees are yet, but let's keep going and see if we can't figure this out. Okay, because two sides are the same, both sides, the lengths are 3, we know immediately that this is an isosceles triangle. All right, an isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides. It also has 2 equal angles at the bottom. All right, so angle y and angle 3x are both the exact same degrees. So from that, we can determine exactly what the value of x is. To solve it, remember, the angle at y degrees, is the same thing as 3x degrees, or y is equal to 3x. If we substitute y with the 3x, we can go ahead and remove the y from the equation. We're eliminating it, and we end up with 3x plus 5 times 3x. In other words, we took the y out of here with the 5, replaced it with 3x, we multiply it. It's still equal to 180 degrees. So then we have 3x plus 15x equals 180 degrees. Well, of course, we can add the x's together because they're like terms. So we have 18x equals 180 degrees. Now we simply divide the 18 to get it away from the x. We divide the 180 by 18. X equals 10. So the answer is B. The next question we have is, in the right triangle above, what are the lengths of what is the length of A to C? So we're told that it's x plus 2, but that's all we're told at this point. So let's go ahead and solve it. The first thing we do is ascertain what information we have. We know it's a right angle because we have this square in the corner, which is a right angle or a 90-degree symbol that tells us that. We also know that if it's a 90-degree angle, that Pythagorean theorem is applicable. So we look at that and we know that Pythagorean's theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So immediately we have all the information we need to solve this. So what is the length of AC? Well, let's go ahead and solve it. Remember, a squared plus b squared plus equals c squared. C squared is always the hypotenuse, or the longest side of the triangle. In this illustration, c squared would be x plus 5. A squared and b squared are the x minus 1 and the x plus 2. So here we have x minus 1 squared plus x plus 2 squared equals x plus 5 squared. We finish it out, of course, ultimately what it becomes is x squared plus 10x plus 25. All we did was square the x, we squared the x plus 2, and we, of course, squared the x plus 5. So the answer gives us that x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals x squared plus 10x plus 25. All right, so now we just simplify it. 2 squared plus 2x plus 5 equals x squared plus 10x plus 25. Or if we take it in the next step down, it becomes x squared minus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Of course, in order to get there, we merely started moving x to the left, and we want to move the numbers so that we no longer have anything on the right side except 0. So if we factor this, it's x minus 10 times x plus 2 equals 0. So x is 10 or x is negative 2. Now, we notice immediately that all the answers are positives, so we can eliminate the negative 2. We can say x is 10. Now, the question was, what is the length of AC? Well, the length of AC is 10 plus 2, which is 12. So the answer is C.